We love to build things that have relevance. Living history is probably one of the best ways by which young people will learn to appreciate history. I love history. It hurts me, though, when students say, oh, history is boring. History should never be boring. So one of the things we did was take a World War II submarine that is docked in Pittsburgh, and we brought it to life. We brought it to life using technology, because the submarine is a science class. You learn about propulsion systems. You learn about buoyancy. You learn about refraction. You learn about diesel engines, electric engines, and you learn about the lives of those individuals who were on it. As we speak, we are doing a living history project for the National Railway Museum of Australia. I have students based in Silicon Valley who are traveling to Australia, interviewing people who worked on something called the tea and sugar train, which was a train that ran from 1912 to 1996 to bring food and news to the people living in the outback. It's a magnificent piece of history. What I'm doing is saying, bring it back to life. So living history is something that we always do a project of each year. Now, doing these things is difficult. Entertainment is one of the most difficult things you can do, because to make all of this work, you need to come up with systems architecture like you see on the screen. This is a show control flow diagram. How is the technology going to, what are the technologies you need to make things function? Our students have to learn all of these processes in order to make something that looks simple. We also love to build things. Jam-a-Drum is a platform that we developed within the Entertainment Technology Center based on the ideas of one of our faculty members, and every student in the ETC must build a game for the Jam-a-Drum within 2 weeks. You're looking at some of the games that are on the Jam-a-Drum. What's also unique about the Jam-a-Drum? Cooperative. It is cooperative gameplay. It is very easy to build a shooter. It is very easy to build something where you're competing. It is extremely difficult to build something where you are cooperating. Technology. What are the technologies that you're going to learn in the ETC? You're going to learn something called augmented reality. Augmented reality is the way in which we are going to bring museums back to life, where we are going to take the exhibits in museums and we are going to augment them with various technologies that show why the artifact is of value. Alternate reality. Alternate reality are those realities that occur simultaneously with our existence. Technology allows us to tap into alternate realities. We believe in 4D and 5D experiences. In other words, why not layer what we have going on here with as many different technologies as possible to stimulate as many different senses as possible? We love to aggregate and experiment with new input and display devices. And we like to take technologies that are used for gaming and use them for things that seem otherworldly. Edutainment. We are doing more work for gaming, for educational experiences, than we are for pure entertainment. We are approached by more entities that are seeking to use games for educational purposes than we ever thought would be the case when we created the Entertainment Technology Center. I like to tell people, everyone loves entertainment, so let's use entertainment to teach. Let's use entertainment to heal. Let's use entertainment as therapy. We are currently doing 2 different projects for medical purposes. Games for therapeutic and medical diagnostic purposes. And obviously, we are in a world with so much information. how can we use games for information and creation management? For example, on the screen you will see a screenshot from a world that we built for the New York City Fire Department. Now, think about it. This is a game that is really a simulation that is designed to teach firefighters about first responder awareness. This was predicated on what happened after 9/11. Before 9/11, New York City had one group that would go around and deal with hazardous material incidents. After 9/11, when that entire group was killed in the falling of the towers, New York City said, every firefighter must now know the fundamentals of first responder. This was so provocative. This was so amazing that CBS came out and did a video all about the Entertainment Technology Center focusing on this game. And so the last video I want to run for you is the one that CBS did on the entertainment technology, using this technology as an example of how gaming is doing more than ever before. So the last thing we'll show you is the CBS video about the Entertainment Technology Center.
This is the CBS Evening News with Bob Schieffer.
And still to come, a master's degree in video games. It's not as silly as it sounds. Our Eye on America series, The New Graduate, comes next. We close tonight with the latest in high-tech and higher education. The generation that grew up playing video games is turning them into serious business. And colleges are taking it seriously, too. Wyatt Andrews has the first of our week-long Eye on America series on The New Graduate.
This is a video game, and you are a firefighter responding to a terrorist attack in the subway.
We have 2 members in position ready for decon.
You see an unknown gas, and then you see victims.
What kind of gas?
I'm choosing a light green gas, which could be a chlorine gas. But
to the artist developing this game, like Shauna Tellerman, this wasn't just fun.
You're getting your master's degree based on this game?
Yep, pretty much.
A master's from Carnegie Mellon University in what's called entertainment technology, translation in video games. Clearly, this is not your father's college campus. These students have built a robot to study video animatronics. In another class,
so you're basically going to play as a Jedi.
Student Zach Pavlov gave me a lightsaber lesson using virtual reality.
Excellent job.
What did I do?
You defeated the droid. Bounced the light.
Who knew?
It's all high energy, but is this academics?
This is about building real things that really affect people.
Professor Jesse Schell, a veteran of Disney, calls video game development the dominant art form of the century.
If you would agree that writing and art and film and engineering are all valid academic pursuits, this really is just a combination of those with psychology thrown in.
Colleges are offering this because it's what the students want, but it's also where the money is. The video game industry last year was worth what?
Almost $25 billion.
Almost $25 billion, which exceeded the box office receipts from the film industry. To the older crowd, of course, too many video games like this one feature too much carnage. But to these students, carnage is not where the industry is going. They're building the firefighter game, in fact, to help train the New York Fire Department's hazmat team.
Go ahead, team 1.
These professionals who train in real life for gas attacks believe the video game will save lives.
It gives us the ability to run scenario repeatedly over and over again. We would never be able to repeat the number and the types of scenarios that we can generate in the computer out in training.
Do you think this is the future?
Yes, I think this is going to be the future of education and the future of training.
Which is why more and more graduate students see themselves as players in the future of American industry. In Pittsburgh, Wyatt Andrews for Eye on America.
And that's the news. I'm Bob Schieffer, CBS News in New York. Good night.
And that is the news, because all of this is creating experiences that are in the language of young people today and that really are bringing together the storytelling, the architecture, the technology that is needed to build these new worlds. So I have really been honored to be here today to share all of this with you. I feel like I was speaking to kindred spirits out there. And I thank you again for your time, your attention, and come join us in the Entertainment Technology Center.